This question from Susan. I am following your Couch to 70.3 program that I got on Training Peaks and races in about 4 weeks. I have not had any open water swim practice, and I'm feeling very anxious about the cold water and other things I don't know about. So please share your top 3 tips for first timers like myself who are making that open water swimming and dealing with the cold water. From Susan.
Hey, Susan, thanks for asking. I would say number one, warm up before your effort. So if you're going to get any practice, obviously that would be number one. But if you can't practice and the event is going to be your first time in open water, make sure you get a warm up, whether it's on dry land or in the water. We've posted some videos on YouTube kind of talking about either of those options. If you don't get to warm up, make sure you start off very easy. And, even experienced swimmers like myself, if I don't get a warm up, I'm a lot more breathless to start with. So make sure you start off easy and start sighting. So my number 2 tip is starting to sight right away. Don't take too many strokes before you sight. We have videos that I talk about alligator eyes on YouTube. You just sight right away. You want to know you're going on course. You don't want to, because that's going to cause you to panic. If you take 10, 20, 30 strokes and then you look up and you're like totally not seeing the buoy that you're supposed to see, that could cause panic and anxiety. So number 1, warm up. Number 2, sighting. Number 3 is positioning yourself in the start that agrees with your pace. So if you're let's, for example, a 2-minute per 100 swimmer, making sure you're starting within that time frame of your race and not starting out with faster people. Maybe even start off with a little bit of slower time, just so you make sure you start easy and get comfortable at the start of the event.
And the thing about the cold water is to get your face comfortable with it. Mm-hmm. Because you're going to start to breathe heavier, having a hard time catching your breath. I've experienced this a number of times in different venues, in a lake, even in a river. But getting your face in that water so you're not shocked for the very first time when you start your swim. That's a big deal.
Right. And again, if you don't get a chance to warm up or get a chance to practice, knowing that the breathing could be out of control is so much more than not knowing. Mm-hmm. So you could be breathless. The start could create some panic and anxiety. So it's definitely a mindset, and going into it, I've got to share the 4th thing is visualize yourself how you want to feel and how you want to swim and how you want to start and how you want to finish. And so going in with the right mindset versus going in with the mindset of, oh my gosh, what lies beneath? What are the things under the water that I can't see? I coached an athlete, and about a month ago, he had been swimming in the lake up at Red Top Mountain State Park for weeks. And all of a sudden one day he went in with a mindset, because maybe he watched a movie or something, that there was going to be an alligator there. And he just couldn't get over that mindset of what lies beneath, even though he had been swimming in there for weeks. And he panicked, and he had to cut a swim short because this mindset is everything, especially with open water.
If you go to the Endurance Hour YouTube channel and type in open water in the search option, there are dozens and dozens of videos. Here are some of the titles of those: how to master open water swimming, how to survive an open water swim start at an Ironman, how to sight in open water with Wendy, wetsuits for open water, how to prepare, different terminology, different wording of the same thing, seems like it, fear of open water swimming, pool practice for open water racing, triathlon open water swimming explained.
Oh, that's a good one. The pool practice video is a good one. There's a lot of things you can do in the pool: swimming with closed eyes, swimming with your friends and family, kind of knocking each other, bumping into each other, pulling each other underwater. That's a good one. So you get 5 or 6 people in one lane and you all start at the same time.